The Olympian gods, forever enshrined in myth and marble, were never ones to shy away from earthly pleasures. None more so than Zeus, king of the gods, whose heart, it seemed, was as boundless as the sky itself. For Zeus, the allure of mortal beauty proved an irresistible siren song, drawing him again and again into the tangled affairs of humankind. These weren't mere dalliances, these were passions that shook the heavens and shaped the destiny of men. These weren't mere flings, mind you. Zeus's affections, though fleeting, carried with them the weight of eternity. His love, if one could call it that, had the power to elevate mortals to the realm of myth, to father heroes and found dynasties. But, as with all things touched by the divine, this potent cocktail of desire and divinity rarely ended well. More often than not, it left behind a trail of broken hearts, shattered lives, and the lingering scent of tragedy. Imagine, if you will, Mount Olympus, shrouded in mist and legend. There, amidst the swirling clouds and the scent of nectar, reigned Zeus, a deity of unparalleled might. His very name evoked awe and trepidation. Zeus, the god of thunder, the wielder of the lightning bolt, the ruler of both gods and men. His word was law, his frown a tempest, his laughter the rumble of a summer storm. He was a god of contradictions, this Zeus, a stern yet indulgent ruler, a fierce warrior with a roving eye. He was both the protector of oaths and the perpetrator of grand deceptions, a god who embodied both the majesty and the capriciousness of the natural world. And perhaps it was this very duality, this intoxicating blend of power and passion, that made his amorous escapades all the more captivating. The tales of Zeus's romantic conquests are as numerous as the stars in the night sky. Take, for instance, the story of Leda, queen of Sparta. Zeus, smitten by her beauty, transformed into a magnificent swan and seduced her. From this union were born Helen of Troy and Clytemnestra. Then there's Europa, a Phoenician princess who caught Zeus's eye. Zeus transformed into a white bull, gentle and beguiling. Europa climbed onto its back and was whisked away to Crete, and Alcmene, wife of Amphitryon, whose beauty rivaled Hera's. Zeus assumed her husband's form, deceiving her completely. From this union was born Heracles, the greatest of all Greek heroes. These tales illustrate Zeus's predilection for mortal women, each story a testament to the intoxicating power of his desire. Zeus's escapades were more than mere romantic dalliances. They were fraught with deception and secrecy, followed by Hera's furious wrath. Hera, the goddess of marriage, was understandably displeased with her husband's infidelity. Imagine the humiliation of being married to the most powerful god, only to see him succumb to mortals. Hera's jealousy was legendary, her wrath swift and terrible. She was a force of nature, and woe betide the mortal woman who attracted Zeus's attention. Hera's vengeance often fell upon Zeus's lovers and their offspring. She pursued Heracles relentlessly, determined to destroy him. She cursed Helen with a beauty that sparked the Trojan War. Europa's sons, Minos and Rhadamanthes, faced tragic fates. Section 5, the symbolism of transformation and power. Now, you might be thinking, why the transformations, Mr. Void? Why couldn't Zeus just woo these women as himself? But that's where the real intrigue lies. They represented strength, beauty, and the untamed forces of nature, all qualities that Zeus embodied. These transformations, in a way, allowed him to control the narrative, to dictate the terms of the encounter. The women in these stories, often princesses or queens, were nonetheless rendered powerless by Zeus's divine authority. Their consent, one could argue, was often coerced, their voices silenced by the sheer magnitude of his power. Their stories, though romanticized in myth, offer a glimpse into the precarious position of women, even those of high status, in the patriarchal society of ancient Greece. Section 6. Echoes in mythology and culture. These tales of Zeus and his mortal lovers weren't just entertaining stories. Oh no, they were woven into the very fabric of Greek mythology and culture. They served as cautionary tales, moral dilemmas, and reflections of the societal norms of the time. The heroes born of these unions, Heracles, Perseus, Theseus, became central figures in Greek mythology, their exploits celebrated in epic poems and plays. Their stories, however, also served as reminders of the price of divine intervention, the burden of a godly parent, and the often tragic consequences of defying fate. The theme of divine intervention in human affairs, so prevalent in Greek mythology, reflects the ancient Greeks' worldview. They believed that the gods were ever present, their actions shaping the destiny of mortals. These myths served as a way to explain the unexplainable, to make sense of the chaos and uncertainty of life. Section 7. The human cost of divine desire. But let's not forget the human side of these divine dalliances. What of the women, the Ledas, the Europas, the Alcmenes of the world? Their stories are often overshadowed by the grandeur of Zeus's transformations and the exploits of their demigod offspring. These women were often pawns in a divine game, their lives irrevocably altered by Zeus's fleeting affections. They faced social stigma, the wrath of a vengeful goddess, and the challenges of raising children who were both god and mortal. Their stories, when examined closely, reveal the human cost of divine desire, the sacrifices made, and the tragedies endured. Imagine for a moment being in their sandals. To be chosen, loved, and ultimately abandoned by a god, to bear the weight of his legacy, the burden of his love. It's a sobering thought, isn't it? Section 8. A legacy of love, loss, and legend. The tales of Zeus and his mortal lovers are a testament to the enduring power of storytelling. Thousands of years after they were first whispered, these myths continue to captivate, to provoke, and to remind us of the complexities of love, power, and the human condition. They remind us that even gods are not immune to the allure of passion, the sting of jealousy, and the consequences of their actions. They offer a glimpse into a world where the lines between the divine and the mortal were blurred, where love could blossom in the most unexpected of places, and where the price of immortality was often paid in heartbreak and loss. These stories, though ancient, continue to resonate with us today. They remind us that the human experience, with all its joys and sorrows, transcends time and culture. They invite us to ponder the nature of love, the consequences of power, and the enduring legacy of the gods among us. Section 9. What say you of Zeus? So there you have it, my friends. A glimpse into the bizarre and captivating world of Zeus's love life. It's a world of passion, deception, and divine retribution. A world where the lines between love and power are forever blurred. What do you make of Zeus? Was he a romantic hero, a villain, or something in between? Do his actions, though cloaked in the guise of divinity, hold any relevance to our lives today? I leave you to ponder these questions, dear reader, for they are the very essence of myth.